Hey sweeties, hey lovies, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to yet another video. If you're new here, I go by the name The Gorgeous Ditebogo Bambo, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back, for being a part of the family. If you haven't subscribed, you can still join us and be part of the Bambo gang. Please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you would know when your girl has uploaded a new video, and give me a big give me a big thumbs up, baby. Say something nice, comment down below. And yeah, today I come back with yet another story time, and this time was the day I nearly got abducted, willingly so. Okay, so let's get right into today's video. So what had happened was it was during my first year in CTI, and this was in 2013. I don't think CTI still exists. I think it's now called Pearson University, but yeah, it's still in Main Lane, but not the corporate park. So this year, it was that year that I was doing my first year. It was situated in Main Lane Corporate Park. Okay, so fine, cool, sharp. That day I had two classes, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Political science was always late the whole time, so it was about, I think, 4 if not 3. So okay, cool. That day went to school, attended my first class, and I thought to myself, you know what, let me go kill time and maybe just go do window shopping or whatsoever. I went to Mengling, then came back. After coming back, as I walked to the campus gate, I meet this guy. Remember I said CTI was located in a corporate park, so meaning it's a park with offices around and lots of offices. So this guy was parked in another building that it's next to CTI's building, but they're still in a corporate park. Okay, fine. So I pass this car and this guy stops me. I remember vividly. He was a white guy dressed in a black suit, was driving a black Mercedes Benz, I'm just going to say, I'm not generalizing, but if someone stops me to sell something to me, I'm quick to just brush them off, quick, fast, in a hurry, because I don't like people selling things to me. But even if you're gonna ask me directions, I don't know. I usually say I don't know, I don't live here. So don't ask me for direction. If you're gonna ask me directions, I don't know. Let me just put it out there, okay? So this guy stops me. He's like, hey, can I please have a moment of your time? I'm like, okay, cool, sharp, what's up? He's like, oh, and by the way, you're gorgeous. I was like, baby, that's on. Obviously, I said that in my mind. I didn't say that out loudly. But he was like, I work for Edgar's and I'm a brand content something for Edgar's, and we shoot for Edgar's magazines, and I scout models for them to feature on Edgar's magazines. I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, you know what, I think your face would make a killing in these magazines, and I feel like you deserve to be a model and stuff like that. He sells me, he gives me this whole proposal of, I could make it in the big world, I could be in the billboards, what, ne? And he says to me that and we would pay you 800 an hour. I was like, 800 an hour? Yo, okay, 800 an hour. That time, it was a lot of money because, well, it's still a lot of money. I was a student and I was broke, and in my mind, I was like, yo, this is my breakthrough, guys. Breakthrough. When people scam you, they'll make you believe things that, guys, too good to be true. But because you have faith, you're like, you know what? Okay, me, billboards, Edgar's, okay, all right. Sharp. Yeah, he's like, yeah, and we only do 3 shots a day. That's 3 hours, so you're gonna be fine. I'm like, okay, cool. So this guy is like, I need to show you something. So he goes by his car because we're literally not far from the car. We're just, yeah, we're behind the car. So this guy goes to his car and grabs Edgar's magazines, you know, and then he flips through the magazines so quickly. He's like, yeah, this is my work. This is what we do. These are the models that I personally scouted. And you don't even only get like 800 an hour, like 800 rands an hour. You also get free clothing, free Edgar's mag. You're gonna be an ambassador. What. I mean, this is just an entry level to, you know, what I'm proposing to you. There can be more to this and stuff like that, ne? Mind you, I did see Hore, these were old Edgar's magazines, but I'm not, like, I saw it kapile, but I'm not processing the fact that why is this guy showing me old Edgar's magazines? Maybe these magazines were styled by the sun because they are in the car. That's what I'm thinking to myself. You know, nothing says red flag, run, balega. Nothing. Sharp. But also I'm surprised because he's quick in showing me, you know, what he's selling to me. Because normally if someone is going to sell something to you, they're going to slowly show you the catalog, you know, and they're going to allow you to go through the catalog yourself so that you, like, they make it believable. But this guy was just flipping that, like, I think he showed me 3 magazines, and all of them, I don't remember seeing anything. I remember seeing the Edgar's slogan logo, and yes, they were real Edgar's magazines, but they were old Edgar's magazines, you know. I'm like, okay, cool. Where do I sign? You know, sign me in, sign me up. I'm keen. And honestly, I don't want to lie, I was really keen because, hence I said, I was like, this is my breakthrough, you know. That's my breakthrough. I'm going to be on billboards. I'm going to be in an Edgar's magazine. I'm breaking generational curse. Okay? I'm going to be the first in my family to appear in a magazine. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Sharp. So this guy is like, I need you to sign forms. We're gonna be shooting tomorrow, so yeah, just quickly sign the forms that I'm gonna give you, and then we're done, you know. I'm like, okay, cool, bring those forms. He's like, yeah, that's the thing, I don't have the forms with me here. Like I mentioned, I was in a meeting in the offices. We're discussing the budget and stuff, but we can drive to my colleague's office, and you can, you know, we're just gonna get there and you're gonna sign the forms, and then we leave. I come back, I drop you here. I'm like, mm, 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 no. And as he's saying that, he opens the door of his car. He's like, no, get in, you know, we're gonna be quick, and I'm sure my colleague is just gonna love you, and yeah, it'd be a great time, you know, to even do an introduction so that it's gonna be like an ice-breaking thing tomorrow when we meet, doesn't become awkward. And then I look at this guy, I think about the 800 that he was telling me about, I think about the billboards and the magazine feature, I think about my future. Yo guys, I think about a lot of things in that moment, but in the same breath I was like, no man, uvalo man, I just had this, like, I felt cold, you know, when, you know, it's like when something's about to go wrong and you like your body tells you, hey baba, kuzoshuba if you do this, you know. And I was like, you know, he could see that I was skeptical. Now he starts being persuasive, like, no, get in the car so that we can be easy, like we can come back quickly. I'm like, no, I'm running late for class, and if I drive off with you, I'm gonna be very late, and they're not gonna allow me into the class. It's like, no, we're gonna be quick, you know, it's just there by Nando's. Nando's is just a case away from Mainland Corporate Park. So it's like, yeah, she lives there, and then we're gonna be quick, you know, sign and come back, you know. And I'm like, but I still have to read the classes. I can't just go there and sign, you know. You need to give me time to read and, you know, come back to you. It's like, no, it's an easy contract. You just read, and you're just agreeing that we're gonna pay you and stuff like that. Guys, I was like, because I kept looking at him, looking at the car. because he opened the door, you know. And honestly, I was about to get into that guy's car. But my instincts were like, baby, don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, I'm gonna do it. He's like, don't do it. I'm gonna do it. And I just, it felt wrong. I was like, no, I'm not gonna get into your car. If you're really, really serious about me being in, you know, the magazine feature, we can meet after my class, because honestly I cannot afford to miss this class. We can meet after my class, and then you can come back with the forms, and then I'll sign it. He's like, no, my colleague is gonna go to a meeting. Like, he gives me this whole excuse, you know, for me to get in the car. And I was like, guy, I remember him giving me his numbers, but I gave him my number because I was like, you know, when you come back, you can call me and we can meet downstairs. And he gave me his name. For story's sake, I will call this guy Alex, you know, because honestly, I don't remember this guy's name. I'm bad with names. Alex, you know, that's the name that he gave me. Okay, sure. Okay, cool. Now I walk to the campus. Now I walk to the campus. So on the gate, because it was a small gate, there were like a group of girls who were chilling there and just laughing and stuff like that. And I walk through them. Like it was a group of girls, like a lot of them, they were there, busy laughing and stuff like that. And that's why I realized, sort of, this is like women and women hate, it's a real thing, you know. And one of the girls were like, what was that guy saying? Like, like the way I say, like, so what was that one saying? I'm like, why are you asking? You know, because you don't know me like that. Like, especially you know that we don't like being asked these questions by other girls when, you know, when you see me being with a gent and Kesha. I'm like, why? Why are you asking? She's like, did he tell you that his name was Robert? Let's just say. I'm like, no. Why? And she's like, did that guy show you old Edgar's magazines? I'm like, yeah, because now this is suspicious. I'm thinking to myself. I'm like, yeah, he did. And he's like, so he keeps on changing names. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, did he tell you about him working for Edgar's, being in a meeting? Like, this girl narrated everything that guy was saying to me, you know. I'm like, yeah. Why? You know, do you know him? He's like, yeah, this guy is a creep. This guy is a creep. He scouts black girls with braided hair. And he has a type. You know. I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean? He's like, no, he scouts first years. And you know, like, I'm like, no, wait. How does this guy know that I'm a first year? And he, like, the girl was like, I don't know, but he scouts first year black girls with braided hair, and then he tells them that he works for an Edgar's, and then he will show you like old Edgar's magazines just to lure you in. And then, yeah, you know, we've fallen victim to that, you know, but we've never like fall into the trap, luckily. I'm like, so I'm asking this girl, I'm like, you're sitting here, you're watching me, you know that this guy is a creep and he does this. You don't come to save me. Yeah. We don't like each other. We don't love each other like that. Anyway, she's like, so I'm asking her that. She's like, no, I didn't want to like be forward or like middle in your business. I'm like, but you know what's going on there. And she's like, yeah, babes, it is what it is. And she left me like that. I was like, yo, okay, sharp. And then I walked to class thinking about the whole incident. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, I could have been abducted. I could have been trafficked. I could have been Lord knows what, you know. But I thank God that I listened to my instincts. I listened to Uvalo, because the universe is watching over you. God is watching over you. I mean, especially when you are in like situations like that, always listen to your instincts. they, like, your instincts communicate with you guys. Listen to them, they're gonna save you. And that's what I learned, because wowzer, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah guys, that's the story of how I nearly got abducted and the girls were watching and they didn't save me. But anyway, thank God that I didn't get abducted. And if you really did like this video, please give me a huge like. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Give me a big thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.